Hi Collective, it's Shania. Y'all, let's get a read in for today. It is Saturday, July 26, 2025. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe Collective. All right, Collective. I'm hoping this is going to be an interesting read this day, okay? It is 12:50 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S., okay? All right, this reading is going to be about the Matrix, Collective. Okay, we're going to see, this is our scientific research, okay? We're going to see what comes out. And we'll see how best we can interpret it, okay? Based on the cards we have. We don't have certain decks that are dedicated to science. Ooh, Collective. Now, that would be a great idea. Oh my goodness, Collective. I'm putting this out, okay, to certain people, okay, and definitely Brother Rod Hayes, okay? And I don't know, maybe we could collaborate, brother, okay, and create a tarot deck that has a combination in terms of a multifunctional use, okay? I think that's a valid idea, okay? But, you know, if you get this video, think about that, okay? Because you're very insightful, okay? Very in tuned and very wise, okay? And I have to admit that I am constantly throughout my life, right? It's like different phases and levels, right? You go through and you go into that phase and you're like, oh, this is the truth. This is the truth, right? And you work so hard in your best way, right? In order to discover the truth based on that religion or that belief, that, you know, whatever it is, right? That skill, right? But I'm talking more so about beliefs, right? And religion, right? And you fill yourself up as much as you can, right? While going through life at the same time, right? But then you reach a point where it's like you feel like there's more, okay? And you decide to put that down and you move on to the next thing, right? And I think we're doing this continuously, okay, throughout our lives, okay? And I was reflecting today about prayer, okay, and religion. Now, when I started off in the Baptist church, like a lot of us black people, right? And I was there most of my young life, right? But when I became about maybe 19, I started getting into, I went into the Nation of Islam. I never pledged, or I forgot how you call it, right? But I was there and I absorbed the knowledge. It was a lot of knowledge, right? And it really helped to set me on my course and sort of helped me to go into my creativity, because I had many, right? And sewing was one of them that ran in my family with my grandmother and my mother. And they inspired me to get into sewing, right? I don't do it like I should, right? But I'm okay at it, okay? Collective. And so many things in terms of food and, you know, living and just striving to be upright in some way, right? As well as determination. I'm already a Taurus, right? But the need and the ability to stand on your own when nobody else will stand with you. I learned that, okay, from Minister Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and just being under the Nation of Islam, okay? So, and I'm grateful for that, right? As well as what I've learned, you know, in terms with Allah, okay? And since I made the connection with Allah and Osiris, it just makes things a lot easier for me, okay? But there was a certain point that I got to with Islam where I couldn't do it anymore, right? But Islam was always there off and on, right? But I also studied a little bit about Buddhism and a few different things, right? Spirituality and like even the occult a little bit, right? These were just different things that interest me, right? But I never really pigeonholed myself anywhere, okay? Because I could see the good in all things, okay? So maybe that's my Achilles heel, I don't know, okay? But I got to a point with Islam. You know how Islam is, they're very stringent about prayer, right? And I never, got totally into all the stances and all that, but I have tried it, right? But at a certain point, it became a burden for me. I couldn't pray, collective. I stopped praying. Back then, I don't pray, collective. Please don't judge me for that, okay? I speak with the divine. Whenever I want to, whenever I need to, I feel, okay? So, but I don't pray because it became like, it felt like a prison for me. And I knew instinctively that something was wrong, okay? Something was wrong. Anytime something makes you feel like that, there's a problem. Maybe not with the thing itself, maybe your relationship with the thing, okay? And I don't know, okay? There's always a reason for why you rant off in a reading, okay? So this is relevant for some reason, okay? But this read is dedicated to the Matrix, okay, collective? All right. And we have different questions here. First question, we're going to read these two last, okay? But the first question is, the first deck is Sixth Instinct Oracle. The next deck is the kooky, wacky, really cool though, the Banned Books Tarot deck, okay? Oh, and then we have Matic, and we have Ancestors Speak Collective. Okay? And one other thing, one side note, I would like to do a video, or maybe someone else can do it, okay? Because I'm not real tech savvy with electronics like that, but I'll get there. A video of people saying okay? Especially tarot readers, okay? It's a very unique okays that come up in tarot readings, okay? And okay seems to be like plaguing the readings, okay? I mean, maybe not as much as mine's, okay? But there's something about the different ways tarot readers say okay during the reading. And that would be like a nice, like, remix if someone could put those together. It'd be a little work, but I think that would be a nice contribution to humanity, okay? I think it would be hilarious, okay? All right. As well as like different funny clips of different tarot readers, because sometimes tarot readers will spaz out in the reading, okay? Because it's triggering. And it's just really interesting. Okay, y'all, let me go. I digress. All right, the first question is, show me the power/brain of the Matrix, collective. Okay? We ain't playing out here, collective. We're going straight for the juggler. Okay? Let me wet the sponge, collective. Let me wet the sponge, collective. I didn't wipe the table off, even the desk. That's alright. We getting real grimy with it, okay, collective? This like the gully read, okay? Alright, let's see. Show me the power/brain of the Matrix. Archangel Michael, we don't want to see it because this is all about a mystery. Thank you. We might need this as the mystery card, okay? I think we should read, okay, we'll read it crossing. I'm not flipping the decks over because it's going to be too much, okay? It's just going to be too much for me at this point. Too much stimuli to process. Because I go back and look at some of my reads and I'm like, wow, I've missed a lot of stuff there. Because it's just like so much coming out. It's so quickly, right? And my brain is processing. So it's like exercise at the gym, collective. Okay. Yeah, but there's a lot there just throwing stuff out here. Like, I never knew it was so much going on in Tarot Land, collective. Okay, and these cards, I'm telling you. All right, so the next question is, what is the Matrix, Archangel Michael? And you know what? I think I was going to do a few questions with both of these decks, okay? But what is the Matrix? Just one, please. And this one is numbered. Okay, I didn't see. You might have saw it. Okay, yes. What is the matrix? Thank you, Archangel Michael. We got the two of pens at the bottom. Every time I see this guy, he just looks sad and pitiful, okay? Like he's been defeated. Okay, I like that. So maybe that's what it is. The matrix has been defeated, or it will be, right? And maybe the answers aren't going to come in a way that's so straightforward and blatant, okay? So I really need to think outside the box. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And yeah, something else I want to talk about, but I don't think I'm going to talk about it in this read. All right. Where is the matrix, Archangel Michael? And we're going to get the same questions on this deck. Where is the matrix? Oh, I didn't see that, y'all. I figured this would be a good deck for these questions, okay? Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to put a number here because I'm going to forget where. Hopefully I won't, collective. I don't want to have a Dory. Shout out to all the Dorians out there, collective. Okay, let me keep going. This one is what is the matrix? This is where is it? And this is how does it operate? They don't want to give that one up, do they? Ooh, collective. I'm going to turn it back over, okay? I saw it, but I'm going to turn it back over. And we might have to read a little bit on one or two of them to help me get my juices flowing, collective. My brain juice. All right. Now, the next question is, how do we break free? How do we break free? Give us just a pointer, if anything else, a hint about how do we break free from this matrix that plagues everybody. The matrix is the biggest gangster in town, collective. Wow. I'm feeling like something with love and emotion. Wow, and purity, if possibly. All right, let's get to, we're not going to turn this over yet either. I don't want to just stress my brain out just yet. All right. And we're going to go back and ask these same questions, and then we're going to ask one question from the Ancestor deck. Okay? Let's get these. Because I feel like both decks is going to help expand, you know, the insight. Y'all, I don't know why I put all these cards in here like this. We're going to keep this as the mystery. All right. What is the matrix? What is the matrix, Archangel Michael? Y'all, I'm trying to shuffle at an angle. 13 on the clock. Okay. 13. Whoop, chair. Y'all, with these names, we'll see how. We'll just call the names, okay? They're in the deck. I can't stop it, right? Maybe, I don't know, collective. Maybe these are names of people breaking free. Or maybe these are names of people that are going to be trapped for a while, okay? While others break free. All right. Where is the matrix? Okay, thank you. I didn't see it. This matrix is tricky, I tell you. What is that? Y'all listen to that noise. Okay. All right. Tell me, how does the matrix operate? Let's keep on getting loud, collective. I've been getting you confused with Archangel Michael lately, collective. Okay, turn family, collective. I feel like family. What was that question? Yes, it was. How does it operate? This is a part of the trick. This whole family thing. Oh, my family, I be there, I do everything for my family. You better be my family, right? Yeah, and your family fake as fuck. I think this is a major tie or tether to this system. Wow, collective, that's something though. But it says calisthenics, strength, training, resistance, self-awareness, no equipment needed. I feel like there is no equipment needed other than your will and your resilience, your ability to want to learn and grow. and change and transform, collective. Maybe that's why I was talking about the whole religious thing, how I felt like I needed to go to a different level. So just when you feel like you know everything, that's when you learn something new. Okay, so stop it. Okay? Okay, collective. All right. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And show me, how do we break free? Show me that. It's something to do with love, something to do with the heart, as well as I feel like taking a leap of faith, this fool's journey, to go out there and take a new path when nobody else will. And you might have the whole world chasing after you, trying to fucking stop you, collective. Idiots. Excuse me. Wow, what the hell did I ask? How do we break free? Something about the residual phase, collective. Okay, let's get the bottom of the deck. Alright, I'm going to flip this one over. Kinesiology. This is very scientific, collective, okay? We had calisthenics, okay? We also have residual phase, okay? This is something scientific with kinesiology and what was the other one? Oh my goodness. Calisthenics, right. It's a study of movement, muscle testing. This has something to do with our own will. We can, and this makes sense, right? We can only break free. It's like a personal choice, collective, like religion should be. I mean, back in the past, they force you into it, and they still do, I guess, in families, right? Yeah. This is interesting, collective. I think I need to leave this card out here so I don't forget. This is very interesting so far. Let me put that there. Kinesiology, interesting. With calisthenics, okay. All right, let's pull this last card. Bottom of the deck is guilty, okay. And I think the Matrix has been found guilty, collective, of trapping. Oh my goodness, could you imagine what the crime is for the Matrix, the crime. The sentence is, ooh, I know, but I did forget to ask. Let's see, hopefully I can remember. Y'all, okay, wait a minute. Maybe we'll ask it and read it first, okay. Give me messages from the ancestors regarding this nature. Ooh, child, I don't know what that was, but that was like a slap, like, okay. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have, wow, y'all, we're breaking free, collective. This is why they're acting a fool, okay? They know we're about to figure it out. We're so close to getting them fucking keys. I don't know where they keep it in the prisons, okay, right? But up in that front part, you can just feel you're getting close to the door. You're salivating and shit. And they're trying to stop you, but they can't. This is it. This is it, collective. And look, no one person holds all the keys, I don't think. There may be some, okay? There's always possibilities, right? But for us, I feel like the main thing is that we all, that's why in those movies you have different people who have the different pieces, and then they have to come together, or you have to go different places and find different artifacts and then bring them together, okay? Almost like the 13 Skulls, Crystal Skulls Collective. There are key people who need to come together. It's like some sort of synchronicity, and that's not the word I'm looking for. There's something greater. And it's going to produce something, some sort of electrical surge or beam or something, like an atom exploding. I don't know. I feel it's the only way. Because certain people have certain keys of knowledge. And then once we get together and we've broken the whole code thing, we break it for everybody, collective. Now, some people ain't going to be able to function once it's broken, okay? Maybe this is how it works. I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? Okay. All right, and what was that question I wanted to ask? Oh, let me see. Archangel Michael, and we're going to get it on both decks. This other kooky deck too, right? I like the kooky deck. I don't know what that is. 10 of words. What's that? 10 of wands. Birds. Okay. But who or what is the orchestrator of the Matrix? Archangel Michael, give me this the best way that we can see it. Whatever it is, the tidbit that you want to give. Thank you. Let's get to bottom two. Who is or what is the orchestrator of the make? Get the hell out of here, okay? Maybe this is also speaking to, we have Jackson, okay? But maybe this is also speaking to, like, because this is a family name for me, okay? Maybe and I heard a ding, okay? But maybe this is coming, like I said, the answer is not going to come in a way like, bam, there it is, okay? Whoop, there it is, right? It's coming at fractal levels, okay? And it's coming through like a mysterious, metaphysical, occult type of way, right? So, but I feel like it's identifying the keys, because I said it's an individual thing, right? So they're presenting the answers in an individual way. So the family is key to trapping one in the Matrix Collective, okay? So this is a part of it. We have to identify this in order to be free. I think this is what this is saying, and that's why it's coming out like that. Okay, y'all, who and what is the orchestrator of the Matrix? Just one card, Archangel Michael. Give me a good one. Don't. If that scientist guy comes out of here, I'm going to throw him into space myself, Collective. He'll be, let me stop. King of Inkwells. This is definitely about emotion. We had this here for the question, how do we break free? The Ace of Cups, Collective. Something about emotion, okay? And look at, and they try to make you feel like emotion's a bad thing, right? But look at the so-called aliens. What is that? The Greys or whatever. They lack emotion, right? I think that lacking of emotion is what can make one do terrible things, right? And not to say we need to be emotional all the time, but we have to be in touch with our emotions or something. They're there, right? I don't know. All right, who is this person, this organ? Is it the Wiz? I don't have a card for the Wiz Collective. And somebody in my collective life, okay? Shelly is the orchestrator of this, keeping you trapped in the Matrix, okay? Okay, I'm coming to, okay? All right. Who is this person orchestrating the rate? Forgive me, Collective. I don't know what the hell I was about to say that for. The Matrix, okay? Y'all, somebody, I feel like this is a specific message for someone, okay? Or maybe the orchestrator of the Matrix is Shelly, okay, Collective? It would make sense as a feminine name, okay? Because, I think we would be great creating some sort of mind maze, okay? And you know what? Maybe that is speaking to that there was a feminine energy that orchestrated the Matrix, okay? That's a possibility, Collective. I don't know why it would come out like that, why I would think that, okay? But it makes sense to me. We're quite emotional at times, right? And we don't restrain ourselves when it comes to our thoughts and feelings. That's something about feelings for sure, okay? And the feminine energy, maybe that's why that's why they want to hold that feminine energy so strong and tight. Because, especially the melanated woman, okay? We're the embers to the Matrix fire, Collective, so to speak, okay? All right, now what am I taking all the cards? No, I'm supposed to just be taking this card. Who is this person that's the orchestrator of the Matrix? This guy, okay? These people are defeated either way, okay? Because this guy, he just looks so defeated. He comes out often and reads at the end when we're trying to figure out what's the outcome. And it's him and his bum-busted ass, okay? And some of those pockets, look at those pockets sitting there like that. Who in the hell has pockets like that, Collective? They look like Bugs Bunny teeth or something. Why are his pockets there, something like that, Collective? There's something going on with those pockets. But he's sad because he's not going to make it, I feel. And there are 8 blank pictures on the wall. Maybe this is for 8 members of my collective. Maybe 8 members of my collective are going to break free. Or they're going to be aware that the Matrix even made aware that it exists, okay? Wow, and look at those. They're cute little frames, though. I like those colors. But yeah, I'm getting like Richie Rich and shit. Collective, that cartoon for the old school people. Collective, give me a second before we go further, okay? And I don't want to get myself confused, okay? Because Dory's in full effect this morning. Look, and Purple Haze in the reverse, Collective. And we were talking about the smoke in one card, right? I feel like the smoke is going to be clearing, Collective. This reading, hopefully, is going to help clear up the smoke for some of us. All right, what was I getting ready to ask y'all? Oh, and I want to keep this Jackson out here, because this might be a side note for me, okay? It's different people out here. Who is the organizer of the matrix in your life, okay? But Archangel Michael, I want to know, Collective, what's in those Bugs Bunny pockets? Bugs Bunny teeth pockets. What's going on with those pockets? Why am I so looking at those pockets? Y'all, something about Nashville, Tennessee, okay? Maybe there's a matrix base located over there, Collective. Y'all, look at all these cards. And then I don't know why I do this. And then I sidetrack the reading. Let me see. And then it's going to be something ridiculous come out here, Collective. What's in those pockets? Maybe some keys. Ford. Okay? With some documentation. And we got those paper. Oh, these aren't blank pictures. These are papers up there. These are some sort of excuse me, Collective. Some sort of documents. It looks like it could be like coded like a graph or something, okay? Somewhere for it. Well, what's in those pockets, and who the hell did he come out here for? I don't even know why he came out here. Was that for the person? Oh, the person who's the matrix, right? The orchestrator. Ford, oh my, it's a criminal enterprise, okay, of some sorts. I don't know where they're located. That could be a question. Well, I did ask that. Okay. All right. Some sort of conglomerate. And like, we're still keeping it relative. It could be someone's life. Okay. Y'all, whatever. I told you. Look at this. Is so funny. Spirit, they just funny, y'all. Because I said the man looked, I think I said the word defeated. Okay. You can see it all in him. Even though you can't see his face, it's his stance. He knows it. And his dad, his Pop knows it. Okay? I don't know who that man is. Could be his Pop. Yeah. He looked like his Pop, maybe. Grandpop. Alright, so this is the person. Something about Ford, Collective. Okay? Alright, let's put that over there for a second. Alright, let's go. First question. Let me see if I move this over just a little bit. Yo, what time is it? Okay. I'm going to move it quicker here. All right. First question is, where is, because I said these are going to be for last, right? Okay. Where is the matrix? I feel like it's in the brain. Judgment, Collective. Okay. I feel like it's under judgment, but where? There's a book there. Excuse me, guys. And the book is in the sky, though, right? You see all those people reaching up in the sky, right? And most of us picture like the matrix, like a big round ball, right? Interesting. Now, with that, I'm getting the sun, right? Interesting. Because the rays, even though they're rainbow rays, right? It could be somewhere near the sun. I don't know, Collective. And people like blasphemy, right? I don't know, Collective. I'm just reading my cards, Collective. All right. But look, also what I'm getting is with this book, it's like, and there's smoke and clouds around there, Collective. But oh my goodness, Collective, I'm telling you what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting ready to say this. I'm just reading it, Collective. I'm just reading it, okay? Like I said, we're speculating. This is science. This is empirical evidence, research, okay? But what I'm getting is the sun. This book looks like wings, Collective. the way it's, and the smoke all around it. What does that remind you of, collective? For those who are into that kind of stuff. Nibiru. Or Planet X or something, right? And that has come out in the reads, collective, that they're coming or they're here. Okay, I don't know. It's here, or how to say it. And the question is, what is it, collective? Some sort of energy source? I don't know. We'll see what we get for where, okay? But some sort of star-like energy source. I don't know. Or a planet, collective. Could be on Nibiru. I don't know. Something about Kuntz. Okay, I said that before. We got Kuntz and Shelley, okay? But there's a very scientific element here, okay? What is it? Duck, collective. I feel like these names are people in your life that's trying to keep you trapped in the matrix, as well as these people are under judgment, collective. That's what I feel, okay? But if it's your name, you know what to do, okay? Take it out that bucket, collective. All right, let's go. Use your Heka to destroy the enemy, okay? I think they're just getting right to the point. I don't know. I guess none of us have really... I guess we do in some ways. But I don't think we've attacked the Matrix directly, like as a conglomerate, okay? And a group, right? Possibly just directly attack the Matrix with our words and our mysticism, collective. I think it's worth a try. It has it. Oh my goodness, collective. Could it really be that simple, collective? Could it really be that simple? That's why, why they invest so long and so hard to keep us unaware that it exists, collective. Because once we discover it exists, right, we can start to think about how to solve it, collective. Because look, the Matrix is really mind-based as well. It has a lot to do with the mind, right? So once we use our might, our mind power, right, our strength through kinesiology and calisthenics, right, to move this thing out the way, and who knows, we could wake up tomorrow and it could be gone. Whatever, collective. I don't know how it works. And maybe that's why when they talk about in the Bible that, it'll happen in the blinking of an eye. Okay? Maybe it's just as simple as that, collective. Maybe we just are making everything too damn complicated. That's why they use family to keep our eyes hidden and trap us. Especially the ones, oh my goodness, especially the generational curse breakers. Because I feel like once that one person breaks it, you break it for the whole family. Okay, maybe it's like a molecular reaction or something, okay? And then it starts off a chain reaction. I think it's valid, collective. All right. Get busy, collective. Maybe we need to get together and talk about this. How could we do this 33, 44 and a clock, collective, in a structured way? A very tactful way, okay? Okay, but however, whatever we got to do in terms of Heka, that's an easy thing for us to do, collective. It should be. But I think the part is getting us to do it as a concerted effort. Not everybody got to do it, but the right people. Okay? All right, show me. Where is it? Where is the Matrix, Archangel Michael? It's all about these cups, collective. This is a very emotional connection and relationship, collective. It could be in the heart somewhere. It has something to do with these twin flame relations, collective, which could speak to just self. Okay? That's why they keep kicking up all this dust around these energies, okay? So, oh my goodness, this is so crazy, collective. These people are lunatics, I think, okay? Who sits around and thinks of stuff like this? Okay. But we say the feminine is like the the ultimate energy source for this, okay? It's like the core, the battery burning, right? But when you come together, I guess you save the man, so to speak, right? You come together and y'all come together, and then it creates some sort of like nuclear thing, okay? Some sort of fission and something. It starts bubbling, and love is all over the place. And once there's love, the matrix can't survive. Once love rises too high, they might just fizzle away or something. Just break down and malfunction, okay? Whatever it is, there's something about love. All the different cards so far have cups. If we, in terms, except for the majors, okay? We have a cup here, King of Cups. Show me. Where is it? Where is the matrix? Collective, the ancestors are so skillful, okay? They're watching. We know they're constantly watching us, right? Or the matrix. I don't even know how to talk about it, okay? But what's that movie? I think it's Red Eye, right? When the guy and the girl came together, the guy had a twin. The twin was oofed by the machine, I think, right? And then she was coming for him. I think she felt like, and it was a woman, Collective. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Yes, this is relevant. Wow, Collective, get out of here. Okay, let's keep going. It was a woman, this big ball, like I said, with the ball on the judgment card, okay? It was a big ball, y'all. I know some of y'all seen this movie. I think it's called Red Eye or Red Eagle or something, right? And it was a good movie. But the big ball was watching them, right? And forcing them to do different things, popping up on their phones, and wherever they went, just gang stalking and surveillancing them, right? To get them to go and get this crystal or something. Was like an explosive from the president, Collective, or at the White House or something, okay? And yeah, it was a woman. And it was a big eyeball and like a disco ball in the ceiling, Collective. But it was a big computer system. And it had a location, Collective. Get the fuck out of here, Collective. We got Nashville, Tennessee out here. Oh my goodness, Collective. Get out of here, okay? I'm just tripping. I don't know if this is going to take me to the wild side or whatever. The Twilight Zone is what this is. Think about the movie They Live, Collective. There was an actual physical location for whatever that place was projecting the freaking, making those people not see what was really going on, Collective. This is valid, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, show me. Where is it? It's spying on you. It keeps you. This is how it gets its energy from our emotions. So it's connected with the archons in some way. Maybe the archons are somewhere in Nashville, Tennessee, running a big eyeball matrix computer, Collective, casting some sort of energy field all around the planet, interfacing with other things within the planet, like the core of the planet or something, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's on Nibiru. I don't know, Collective. It's somewhere, that's for sure. Maybe there's a connection between Nibiru and Nashville, Tennessee. Maybe that's like it beams down to this center and then it's casted out. I'm telling you something to it. All right, show me. Where is it? We got another name, Collective. Kevin. My brother. I got plenty of family names out here, Collective. Something to do with family. I feel like your family keeps you trapped in the 3D. Those that are not balanced. Those that are easily used by the matrix, okay? But Kevin, I keep saying my brother Kevin's up on a Anunnaki ship, and it's come out several times. Okay, those who are readers, I'm sure they have to look at it like that. Okay? For you, Collective. If you don't, that's fine. Put it in the comments, okay? Man. Where is it? You should have walked away. I think that's just my ancestor coming out, talking to some of these family members out here, okay? because he's watching, okay? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Kevin? Oh, wow. My brother was so into calisthenics, collective. Wow, that's funny. And he would lift a lot of weights too, right? But he was primer and he loved like Bruce Lee. Okay, there's something here, collective. I think that also speaks to fitness as well. Okay, there's something about these different techniques. I believe, did I talk about water? I feel like there's a connection. Solar, water, exercise, like kinesiology, motion, collective. And I'm getting calisthenics as well with the movement, right? But there's something one has to do as well relating to one's emotions. This is almost like a format of some sort, a blueprint, collective. That's what I'm getting. To come up out of that purple haze that's being created all around you, surrounding your emotions in these partnerships. And they're heavily manipulating the twin flame, okay? And I think all these twin flames are marking a period of the matrix's demise. This is why they're fighting so hard, or whatever the hell it is, collective. Kevin, what is this? You should have walked away. All right, let's see. Your aunt is really your mother, collective. I don't know who the hell my mother is, collective. I know I had one, though. Okay. Bottom of the deck, collective. What is that, Kevin? Church coven. I think these are side messages as well. And this was the main person in my life. I don't know. I thought it was my aunt or my sisters. Even my sister or my aunt is my real mother, okay? All right, but either way, it's neither here nor there. These are the mind tricks, the magic tricks of the matrix, okay, to keep you stuck, okay? It doesn't make a difference. It would be nice to know, okay? But either way, it don't make a difference. I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I'm here, okay? So I'm gonna focus on that shit. But I do want to know, especially what these cards, okay? All kinds of shit comes out in these cards, okay? Show me, what is this spying on you, Kevin? They've been spying on us. Why are they spying on us? What they but to keep us trapped. To keep us trapped. They gotta make sure that we're not waking up. And when they see us wake up, look at this shit, collective. I told you, they gotta keep us asleep. Prosperity and abundance is yours, okay? And it's an old card. I feel like in order to steal your prosperity of joy and energy and wealth and abundance, collective, the practice of chode, okay? They're watching on you, watching what you're doing. Tibetan practice of chode, collective. I think I like chode, okay? And to see if you're working to get out the matrix, okay? And it says facilitates complete fearlessness, rapid spiritual growth, and severing of cords and attachments, collective. And look, if they see your little ass waking up trying to get out the matrix, what do? They come through like this steam and mist up there, or whatever the hell that is. They come through and spray a freaking neurotoxin on you, okay? To put your ass back to sleep, okay? It's like, oh, they're waking up that nervous system. Oh, hell no. And then they send your evil family members in to go bop you over the head and shit with a freaking neurotoxin, collective. And there you go. You're asleep again for another 5, 10, 20 years, okay? Until you're out of here. And this is what these families do. They keep delaying you, holding you back. Because, oh my God. Because there's different little things I get from different videos, okay? I was watching something yesterday, and I can't remember who it is. It might have been Brother Rod, okay? But there's a window, like hidden figures, right? This is it, collective. We're coming up on the time. This is the only time before another, who knows how long, that we can get the fuck out, collective. Wake up, people. We gotta figure this out, collective, okay? Because look, with the hidden figures, the woman with the math, okay? We have this science out here, but the woman with the math, and she was the only one that, what did she use? The Euclidean math, okay? And what is that? Euclid's problem or something with the Pythagorean theorem and the 47 collective. It's all coded right in front of our freaking faces, collective. And what is that? To square and build and like the master builder, collective. This is fucking crazy. But look, she had to calculate, and the man only wanted her to do it, right? Calculate the window, the trajectory that they had to be at in order to, I believe, safely get back into the planet or out or both, okay? This is what this is. They keep delaying you. Your family is like the matrix in your life. But there's also maybe a projection place. Maybe there's two coming from a planet, going to a facility, a warehouse, a factory or something, some center, computer center, beaming it to certain segments. Maybe there's many locations, okay, in order to keep this signal coming strong, right? But they don't want you to get through that window. I picture like a rectangle in the ethos, in the sky, I don't know, the stratosphere, collective, okay? Wow, that's the only way you're going to get out. That's the only way we're going to get out. So they got to play all these games with your emotions, collective, and watching you. They're dirty and grimy, whoever the people who side with this, okay? And when they see you waking up, they bop you with a neurotoxin. They're everywhere. Collective, but this is a combination. We got to do this together, okay? Because not any one of us has the key. And if they do, they don't want to share it. That's what I'm feeling, okay? So, but we all have different parts. That's why in that movie, Hidden Figures, even though they didn't like her, they needed her. And they couldn't get there without her. And it was a black woman, collective. It's all about the black woman. They can't achieve any of this. They wouldn't have got, oh man, this is so deep, collective. I can't even freaking process it because it's coming through so fast that I'm losing it. The black woman is the key to this. Okay? They couldn't have got those people out in space without the black woman cracking that code in Euclidean math 47, okay? I see it all the time, but there's so much meaning to it, okay? Collective, put it in the comments if you have that knowledge, okay? I'm ready to break all binds, collective. All right? What was the question? What did I say, Kevin? I said something, collective. Either way, let's keep going. You can't catch me. I'm rising like the phoenix, collective, but I'm telling you, we're getting out of here. Those of us that want to get out here, those that know that we're trapped, collective. Those that know we're trapped, okay? And it's funny, I was listening to Bobby Hemmett today, Brother Bobby. And I got to go back and listen to this because this one is so power-packed, okay? And it invokes so many thoughts and feelings in me, okay? But I started on part 5, so right in the middle. But what was he saying? What was I getting ready to say? Yeah, but we're rising, right? Collective, it was a part he was saying that made me think about it. Oh, he talked about us being like demons, right? Or demons, right? And he used the term Asura, I think, or Asura, something, and he was talking about the devas or the divas, right? And I think the divas are with India, right? Or something in that region, right? But he was saying the divas are like the gods, so to speak, right? But the Asuras are higher than them, right? And when I looked up Asuras or whatever, it said something to the effect like good and evil. It had good and bad, right? And so I get like the Nephilim, a fallen angel, so to speak, right? Because I got good and bad, collective. So it's like you have God and the devil, right? But I think that's where we function, okay? I don't know. We're being tricked into thinking that we're not good or something based on what we were created to be, okay? Because this is like the ultimate destiny swap, collective. We talk about it all the time in the reads. This is like a planetary destiny swap, collective, okay? So I think we really just need to knuckle up, okay? And yeah, this is like the biggest heist on the planet, collective. They could literally be people like the movie They Live. I'm telling you, something to it. Wow. And yeah, but I'll talk about that further, about the Asuras and the Devas, okay? Because then it made me think about Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, who's been with me for a long time, right? And either way, I love them, right? And they've helped me. So when I'm out of here, if they want to go with me, they can go with me, collective, okay? And I'm just going to leave it like that. I know y'all say, what the hell is she talking about? All right, y'all, let's keep going. Yeah, I think, where is it? I feel like it's within us at a level, right? But it's still within these churches, these locations within the earth, okay? Wherever your family and your ops occupy, okay? Wherever they're operating in order to keep you trapped, they're in your mind. The matrix is everywhere in a sense, okay? But I do feel there's a physical location with this big hub, like, okay? And something has to do with Nibiru. Maybe Nibiru is judging these people. I don't know. Maybe that's why Nibiru is here. Maybe the location is solely on the planet, okay? Yeah, but I'm getting Nibiru with this, okay? It's the first time I saw that this way today, okay? All right. Let's see. How does it operate? It operates through your family, collective. We almost there. They're the major casters and puppeteers and supporters of the Matrix. Fake family. It's very hard to identify them. They keep you trapped all your life sometimes, right? And it takes a long time from childhood and when you grow up to realize that these people are absolutely toxic, okay? And they have no love for me, and they're no good for me, okay? And then you have to deal with the shunning from your friends and other people. Why did you abandon your family? Oh, that's not right. You gotta stay. Fuck the family, collective. Like Soul Food, when she was like, the family and my husband. Fuck the family, right? That's how I feel. That's where I'm at, collective, okay? That's where I'm at. Fuck the family. I worked too hard for this. And I'm not gonna miss my freaking window of opportunity, okay? All right, show me. How does it operate? The fucking family. Let me get this one, collective. The Queen of Inkwells. We got another cup, okay? And this is like the mother. That mothering image is what I get, collective, okay? The matriarch in these toxic families. This is definitely the family. That's how they operate. They get you all in your freaking emotions. And all the cups in this deck are in the reverse, okay? So that you don't fill up your own freaking cup, collective. And you keep feeding and funneling your energy into the family. That small microcosmic version of the Matrix. Show me. How does it operate? I told you, they on this aunt though, y'all. Okay? Your aunt is a sadistic lunatic. Somebody's aunt, as well as mine's, collective, has been a major puppeteer and a collaborator with the Matrix in your life, collective. And they don't like it. I thrive in isolation. They put you in isolation. They how do you do that on the computer, right? When they isolate compartments or compartmentalize you in some way, okay? And lock you down in some dirty little file cabinet room, okay? In the Matrix. And they wanted to keep you hidden. They didn't want anybody to see your light, okay? They didn't want your Christmas bulb to go off, collective. Because they're dirty and nasty and sadistic. Forgive me, okay, for talking about people, but I don't know. Let me see. Okay, how do we break free? I feel like it has to do with love. Stop loving this damn family that don't love you, okay? And start to love yourself, okay? And I feel like that's when you awaken, you know, that higher self within you. And you can see that, hey, man, I'm in fucking prison. Okay, I've been in prison all my life, okay? And why didn't I know that? What the hell's going on? Then you start to seek a way out. And you'll fly away, collective. You'll get through that window of opportunity. We need to calculate this, actually, okay? I feel like we're within the window, okay? I feel like this has to do with, like, the changing of the ages, okay? Yeah, but it would be nice to have a valid calculation. And you know that's how we talk. Black people will say calculator, okay? But calculation, okay? And listen to me, okay? Yeah, we're in the residual phase, okay? There's something going on. I think the window is rapidly approaching, collective. Collective, I'm telling you. If somebody know the calculations on this, okay, when the window of get the hell up out of here come through, let us know. Put it in the comments, okay? Do a video. Yeah, y'all, something. It's like now I'm getting the lull before the window, collective. Wow, this is amazing. This is freaking amazing, collective. Yeah. Let's get one on residual phase, and we're going to close this out with the last messages. We can do this, though, but we got to realize that we need one another in some way, and we got to respect one another. Okay? But if people don't want to be a part of it, don't waste your fucking time. Keep it moving, okay? Just fuck it. Yeah. Yeah, something about it, collective. It's all sick, okay? I feel like the Matrix is sick. It says white spots, external parasite fish, external parasite collected. There's some sort of parasite that's been feeding off of us. Possibly these archons, they haven't come out, but they're here somewhere, okay? Residual phase. Wow, collective, this is what they want to keep us trapped. Collective, look at this shit. Suspended animation. This is very important read, okay? I have to go back and listen to this myself, okay? There's more here. There's more here, collective. It's something about the family. They want to keep you trapped, okay? So it's time to wake up. I wish I had a... Let me, give me a second, collective. Let me just do this. It's time to wake up, collective. The window is either open or it's about to, okay? And there's only a period of time that it stays over that part of space or whatever, this vortex, collective. This is our only chance, okay? So we've got to wake up and get the little things that we need in order to get through the window, okay? Because the other thing about the Asars, they were high beings, right? Higher than the beings that they worshipped, the divas, okay? But they were trapped in their bodies, right? Like the Nephilim, right? And Bobby Hemmett was saying how, like the ancestors, we feed life into these things or these beings, right? By worshiping them. Like with the ancestors, they say if you don't speak their name, right? They go away, right? So the ancestors are very important to us, collective. We're putting it in places that aren't necessary. We can respect and honor people's contributions, right? But we don't need to worship anybody, I feel. Just know that God is, or whatever you want, the creator is, you're here. Somehow you're here, right? And respect life. And get on to your North Node. That's all I can say. I don't know if you feel it, yeah. But we all have our own decisions, right? Residual phase, they're trying to keep, the families are designed to keep you trapped. That's it. China, we got another location, collective. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with, okay. Let's get a real quick clarifier. I feel like these are key places where there's some sort of hub, maybe a computer center or something that's projecting a frequency of some sort. Why is China here? What's in China? What's in this location? Thank you. We almost done, y'all. What's in this location, Nashville, Tennessee? Throat chakra. Maybe some sort of throat magic. They don't want us talking. Here's another one. Chatworks, California. This one always come out, collective. Okay. It's definitely somebody's families and stuff involved, okay? In terms of keeping you trapped. You and I. All right. Nashville, Tennessee, there's something going on with the throat. Somebody don't want to speak or something. They don't want you to speak. And they've been doing it a long time, okay? Yeah, I'm getting like they're trying to dominate you, right? But you the dominant gene. You might be the next matriarch in the family. in terms of the crows. Oh my goodness, the crows, the curse breaker collective. I'm talking too fast. Collective. The towers. I feel like the matrix is falling. It's over, collective. Collective. This is somebody's family as well. Okay. Serial oofus, as well as the matrix. The matrix has taken so many lives. Okay, so many, senselessly. And whatever life really is, collective, if we're trapped in the matrix, I don't know. We could be projecting from somewhere else, okay? I don't know. Maybe we're the authors ourselves of the matrix, collective. Maybe. Maybe we all got together and said, hey, we're somewhere else. Maybe we're on Nibiru. I don't know where we are, okay? According to this theory, okay? And we said, hey, we're going to play the game. Let's play the game, yo. Let's play the game, okay? And then when you get in the game, chair is so moving, so dramatic. There's so many embellishments and bells and whistles, right? That you get so immersed in the game that you forget that you're in the chair playing the fucking game. So now you're trapped in the game. And it's like the battery never falls out, okay? Because you have the Wizard of Oz in the background working on stealing black women all over the planet to throw them into the big burner cell or whatever. Y'all forgive me, okay? There's some sort of operation going on out here. And it's very, it's unbelievable, collective. Okay? Like the shit in the movies, okay? Alright, yeah. That's this dominant gene. They're trying to dominate you, okay? Because you're a curse breaker within the family. They want to keep you in a haze. They don't want you to come out of it. China, show me. Time to commune with the all within, collective. It ain't time. That's in the reverse, collective. There's some troubles. A lot of stuff been going on here. I don't know exactly. Okay, I just know based on different breeds, there's a lot of involvement and a lot of wickedness that's been going on. And yeah, I feel like the ancestors and the Most High have had enough. Y'all, secrets contained in the diary. Okay, so I feel like this is a more personal part of the message. Okay, something about what your family's done. Okay, either way, you've broken the curses. Now it's time for you to get the hell up out of here. Okay, show me. All right, secrets contained in the diary. What's that, real quick? Oh, is that a mystery card? Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't realize I thought I had my deck. Always keep your circle tight. Somebody in your family done crossed your collective. And this is the ancestors speak. Check your circle and always keep your circle tight. Okay? So some of these names out here are important for some of you. Okay, as well. And even if the names aren't important, whoever, if you resonate with this, inspect what's going on around you, right? All right, yeah, getting like somebody, a fake family. That's what it is. And y'all, I'm going to put these back over here because I don't want to mix up my ancestor speak cards. All right, y'all, but the black is hot. Let's get one or two for that one, y'all. We almost out of here. The black is hot. Collective, the divine loves you, okay? And I feel like, hey, it's like easy peasy, okay? It's gonna be all right. Lemon squeezy, okay? But yeah, it's painful, looks painful. But I feel like we're gonna make it through, okay? There'll be different situations that occur that are gonna continuously bring the right people together. And we're gonna crack this shit right in time to get it through that freaking window, okay? All right, let's get these last couple questions. What was it? Show me the power / brain of the matrix. Okay? I don't know what this is, collective. Animal, that makes sense to me. Okay, but it says a strong spirit animal, characterized as a teacher or messenger that comes in the form of an animal and has a personal relationship to you. Okay, and I think this card is just saying that they're operating from the lower, the brain is operating from the lower frequency. Maybe the mammalian part, right? Or that stem. Is that like the reptilian part of the brain, right? I think it's making sense, collective. They might be over there in the desert somewhere with a computer or something. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, ancestors. Last question. Messages from the ancestors. I think they gave us a couple, right? Keep your circle tight. Check your circle. You're walking into your north node, collective. That's that window. You're walking through it. And maybe it's as simple as that as well. Okay, just walking, doing what you need to do. Maybe that's the way out, collective. Okay, but I still would like to find out where they're located, as well as do this Heka against the whole matrix and see what we get, okay? But yeah, this is the way out, I feel. That's the pathway. Going into your north node. It makes sense, collective. I don't know. I thought I was going to get some big spooky kind of response. But it's real simple. It's real plain. All right. Thank you, ancestors. Show me. You're never alone. Okay. They spying on you in the matrix or whatever the hell the matrix is and your family and stuff. But your ancestors are walking with you the whole way. Okay? You are the generational curse breaker. Beautiful, collective. All right, show me mystery card number 1. Miracles. This is a freaking miracle, collective. All that you've been through, all that we've been through, right? And now we have the opportunity, and many of us are already walking on that path, right? So stay on it. They're trying to rip people off the path at the last second, collective. Okay? So, but it says miracles. Spiritual gift to perform acts of supernatural power that are recognized by others to have altered the ordinary course of nature. That's you, collective. And the sooner we realize, especially with the Heka, right? The sooner we realize that we are the ones creating this reality, this matrix, right? Within our own mind as well, we're complicit with it. We'll always stay trapped. Okay, so, but I feel like today, hopefully more of us realize what's happening and that we've been trapped, and we decide no longer to stay and remain willfully trapped, right? And that's how part of these things play out. They want to trap you and your family in these fake relationships, right? And they want you to just lay down and give up. So that's the key too. Keep going. You can't give up, right? It's not an option. Y'all, this sickle cell, there is something very important with sickle cell to this matrix, I'm telling you. It's very important to them. I know they say that, I've heard Brother Rod talk about the mutation, right? Something about the X-Men effect, and these might be like Tap T. I don't know why I wanted to say gladiators, right? But top tier type. They all divine masculine and the upright. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's go. Show me the sickle cell real quick before we get out of here. This sickle cell intrigues me, okay? Because there's something it's very hidden. They've done a lot of sinister things around this. But there's something very magical about this sickle cell, I'm telling you. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck, and we out of here, y'all. Sickle cell. Jimi Hendrix, y'all. Maybe Jimi Hendrix had sickle cell, maybe. Prosperity and abundance is yours. There's something about this sickle cell. Maybe it indicates a particular gene type. Okay? Maybe this is not just what they say, like it's a disease or something. Maybe this is like a blood type of some sort, collective. Show me. Sickle cell. You're coming out the haze. I feel like this blood type makes you more, those who have this trait. Maybe many of us have it and we don't know it, right? But those who have this, it makes you more likely to free yourself or something, collective. Something about sickle cell. They're obsessed with it, okay? Show me. Sickle cell. Fuck a cord cutting. These mofos getting dragged. I feel like it makes you extra resilient or something. Not to say there isn't, illness associated with this, but it's something. Maybe the people with this sickle cell are experiencing those crises moment, maybe it's because they're on this planet, or maybe they're natural to a different area. There's something. Or maybe they came in and did something and manipulated it. Excuse me, but they're fascinated with the collective. I don't know. Only they can answer that. All right, collective, and this is for you. Take time to nurture yourself, okay? It's time. All right, if you like the video, like the video.